Guys, what's up? And today in this video, we're gonna talk about the Claude coding hype and if it's really worth the hype or just a total waste of your time and you're just burning API credits for like nothing. But in the end of the video, you will know if you really should start Claude coding and learning how to use it and to actually build workflows in end-to-end, for example, or yeah, if you can just throw it in the trash. And this video won't be like an explanation. I won't give you like a detailed explanation how to use Claude coding, how it works, how things. I'll just give a quick briefing. And if you really want to dive deep in, I'll link some videos down in the description of YouTubers who did like a really good job explaining it in detail. This video, I will only give my honest opinion and just say what I learned. And yeah, if you guys should really start learning it. So let's dive in.
All right, so what even is Claude Code? Look, I'm not gonna give you some corporate definition right here, but in the simplest terms, it just means that Claude Code is an AI that lives in your terminal. So you can talk to it, it writes code, edit your files, run commands, and it actually understands your entire project, which is just mind-blowing. And it's not like ChatGPT where you just copy-paste code back and forth and just paste it in the notes and end. No, this one reads your whole code base, makes changes directly, and keeps working until the job's done. So what's new? Anthropic, like the company behind Claude, released it back in February as a research preview, and to be honest, it just blew up. Like, we're talking about a 10 times increase in usage since then, and people are calling it the vibe coding revolution. Like, it's not the same as Lovable, but you can like put them in the same file. And here's what's like so interesting about it, and what I personally really like about it. So you don't need to be a senior developer. You just describe what you want in plain English, and Claude figures out the rest because it's trained on plain English. So don't do the mistake that I did and just just paste like prompts from Claude or something in, or from ChatGPT, so he won't understand these as good as just prompts in plain English that you just spoke or wrote in them. And yeah, and that's so powerful, especially for someone like me who's deep in the AI automation space with end-to-end, and I don't want to spend like hours copy pasting code, connect nodes, and just it's just a waste of time. Also, like, you also will run into many errors. Probably you guys will watch this and already know this, and it's just frustrating to fix all these errors and stuff. So yeah, Claude Code can do this really easily and really fast.
Alright, so these were the basics. But here's the thing, I didn't just wanted to tell you guys what Claude Code is, as I already mentioned. I actually went through the whole process myself, and I learned it from scratch and documented everything. So let me show you what really happened. After about 2 hours of messing around, something clicked. I asked Claude to build me a simple automation script, something that would work with my end-to-end workflows. And it didn't just write the code. It asked clarifying questions, and it tested things, and it even fixed its own bugs. I realized that it's not just a tool. This is more like having a developer sitting next to you who never gets tired and never judges you for asking stupid questions. But this is important. You still need to know what you want. Claude Code can't read your mind, same as ChatGPT or other tools. And if you give it vague instructions, you get vague results. The moment I started being specific, like for example, create a Python script that connects to this API endpoint, formats the data like this and sends it to the webhook, that's when the magic actually happened. So here's what's actually changed for me, and I think this applies to anyone in the AI automation space. First, I stopped being scared of code, and I know it can look scary, and I am still a bit scared, to be honest. But before, when something needed custom code, I'd either avoid it or spend hours on Stack Overflow. Now I just ask Claude, and more importantly, I actually understand the code it writes sometimes, not always, because it explains everything, so it just makes it easier for me. Second, my end-to-end workflows got way more powerful. There's actually an MCP server that connects Claude Code directly to end-to-end. VS Code, and you can build workflows where Claude Code reviews your automations, debugs issues, and even suggests improvements, and I feel like that's insane. And third, I can prototype my ideas in hours, not weeks. So for example, if you had an idea for a tool and you used to make it forever it took forever and you needed to figure out how to build it and all that stuff, now I just describe it to Claude and we integrate together and boom, a working prototype. But let me be completely honest with you guys, because this is what the video about, my real opinion. And if you add up the cost and you're on the max plan, for example, at $100 a month, and you use Claude Code heavily, you can really burn your API credits really fast because obviously they're unlimited. And even though maybe it sounds logically, I still, like, when I started to use my max plan, I thought I have like almost unlimited because I just pay $100 a month, and that was just my bad, and I don't want you guys to think that too, so just keep that in mind. And yeah, it's not magic. Sometimes Claude gets stuck, sometimes it's just hallucinated, which is normal for AI, as you guys know, and the solution not always work, so you still need to review what it produces. Also, there's a big learning curve, not as big as it used to be with coding, with classic coding, but there's still like the terminal interface, even though through VS Code it's just looking easier, but it takes a bit time to getting used to it, so the first sessions can be really frustrating.
Alright guys, so before we wrap this up, I just want to throw some things out there. And first of all, as you guys already can tell now, Claude Coding is a game changer. It really changed the game, and it kind of creates that gap between the software engineer and the daily automation builders. And yeah, it's really powerful. And also you can kind of see how it thinks and how it works when you just text with it, because it will show you how it thinks. And if you really want to go deep that path, and I really suggest that you just check the content creators out. I link them down in the description, so yeah, just check them out. That was just my honest opinion. Go dive deep in there. It's really fascinating in my opinion. And yeah, and I see you guys in the next.